The new Modus Super Series champion.
Oh my word!
It's another incredible moment tonight.
Jeff Smith.
It's match start.
5 stars for 4.
Goal for Big Fish.
It's
Jack Drayton!
His 3-dart checkout of 152. Whoa, what a shot. A 152 checkout. Yes. Double 10. Oh, what a shot.
Is the Big Fish going to go again? Yes, it is!
For first weekly win.
Game start and the match.
Winning 15 matches in a row, winning all of his games 4-3 tonight, including the final.
It's the opening session of Group B, and the weekly favourite enters the fray. Evening all, welcome back to the Modus Super Series here, live and free on Pluto TV. The opening session of Group B is afoot, and this afternoon the opening session of Group C was very enjoyable indeed. Laura Turner was alongside me then. And you're back for more this evening. Should be good, this.
Really should, yeah. We've been building up to this throughout the day. As you've mentioned, we've got Tommy Lishman in action, the favourite going into the this week on Monday. But yeah, tough competition. We've got some strong previous weekly winners in there.
Absolutely. It's been a tough battle so far this week. This afternoon in Group C, Brian Moman tops the table overnight, and he was a leg away from running through the card. However, that sort of blip came early in the day.
Yeah, it was the first match that he played. It was probably his worst performance of the day in terms of statistics, but ultimately after that match really did up the ante. There were big finishes, there were big scores, but he was just walking around really confident. Perhaps, shouldn't have found himself in Group C, but has and is dealing with it really well.
He certainly did. Let's have a look and see just how that Group C table lies overnight. Brian Roman, 4 wins out of 5, but it really was a debut day to remember for the ADC qualifier. Jake Neal also 4 wins out of 5. Roman top on leg difference, but it was a really nice end to the show this afternoon, Laura, wasn't it? When speaking to Jake, he admitted that he was really, really nervous coming into his debut day here, and you couldn't tell. He was fantastic.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of the opposite of what we were saying in commentary, because he was cool, calm, collected. We saw plenty of 10+ finishes, hit the most 180s throughout the day. I think at the last count it was 10. It could have possibly been more, but he really was kind of the whole package. And I think for me, the story of the afternoon session, because we didn't really know what to expect from him when he came here, and he really didn't disappoint.
He looks so assured. Lonsdale and Turner lead the chasing pack. That is very much for tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you join us from 1 p.m. for the culmination of Group C. Group B takes centre stage, of course, this evening as we now take a look at this week's group breakdown. As we well know, Rob Grundy won Group A, a dramatic final day there at the expense of Keegan Brown. Be really interesting to see how he reacts now in Group B, along with Tomoya Goto, who got here by just one singular leg ahead of Callum Goffin, who really did struggle this afternoon in Group C. David Evans, Jamie Owens and Tommy Lishman, the favourite before a dart was thrown on Monday morning, they enter the party this evening. And Tommy Lishman is in a clutch of players, Laura, that really should be winning a week by now.
I mean, he's done pretty much everything else here. He's had a 9-darter here. We've seen big finishes, big things, but he's just come unstuck at the semi-final stages on more than one occasion. Ultimately, he is that player. I think the next move, he's doing well on Pro Tour, he's doing well elsewhere, but you think this might be his week.
Yeah, no surprise to see him favourite to win the group. Maybe a little bit surprising to see him odds-on before a dart was thrown. Jamie Owens, former weekly winner, 4-1. Keegan Brown, former weekly winner, 9-2. David Evans, 2-time weekly winner, 5-1, and Tomoya Goto almost a forgotten man really at 15-2.
Yeah, and for Goto, obviously he battled to get himself in a spot in Group B, played some really good stuff. It's about that reset mentality coming in for the players that just missed out in Group A. But yeah, the ones coming in to tonight, really interesting. It's a real mix of players and experience.
Yeah, should be good this. Let's get it underway. The bottom two in the market are at the top of the show this evening. Tomoya Goto takes on David Evans. Earlier on this evening, I caught up with Stretch. David Evans, welcome back to the Super Series. How's the form?
Yeah, going well. Going very good. Practicing well and doing the stuff I have to be.
You know what it takes to win a week or two here. Seeking a third. How are you feeling ahead of the task at hand?
Yeah, the group's quite difficult, but the experience that I've got and winning the last two that I've had, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, you know full well there's no freebies here. It is a very tricky group. Could have been different as well. Did you keep an eye on proceedings of Group A earlier in the week?
I did actually look at it, and I was hoping that my stable mate would have got there, Mr. Callum Goffin, but unfortunately not by leg one, I think it was, or something like that. But I've got a task at hand. I've got to beat the players in front of me.
Eyes firmly fixed on the prize, but first of all, like you say, this tricky group, you've got to get out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a good standard of players that are here, and especially Tommy. You know, he's been playing the Pro Tour the last God knows how long. So yeah, I've played him before, but the standard's amazing. So I just got to try and get through that.
What would it mean to you then to book your spot into Champions Week once again?
Winning the third one, yeah, it'd be nice to add to the resume and get into Champions Week, and then hopefully for the third time of asking, trying to actually win the 25 at the end of it. So yeah, be good.
Well, all starts tonight. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Final group of Week 6 here in Series 14 about to get underway. Then David Evans, two-time weekly winner, looking for a third. In confident mood as ever is Evans, facing Tomoya Goto, who worked very hard indeed to earn his spot in this Group B off the back of 3 days of Group A action. Great to have Tomoya Goto back here at the Super Series. Didn't quite make the Saturday in his debut appearance, came unstuck in Group C on that occasion. It certainly would be fantastic were Goto to make Saturday night, maybe even beyond. Could really open up the door to more players coming over from Asia and off the Asian tour as well. Evans, 36-year-old from Preston. Tomoya Goto, 29, travelling over from Tokyo, Japan. So Group B then about to get underway.
First leg, David to throw first. Game on.
And as referee Andrew Culling confirms, it's Evans that has the darts.
Yeah, interesting to hear you having a chat with David Evans earlier on. Seems in quite confident spirits, but does know that this will be a really tough group to get through. Referenced, obviously, the things that Tommy Lishman has been doing away from the live lounge.
Yeah, Lishman's
96.
exploits on the Challenge Tour and, of course, on the Pro Tour this year. The main reason as to why Lishman is favourite for the week.
93.
Evans has been there, done that before. Getting the better of the legend, Steve Beaton, in his first week, and then for his second, beating Ashley Coleman, who is safely
85.
through to Champions Week already.
Yeah, he picked up his first title last week, beat Tommy Morris.
140.
Again, Morris is in that sort of clutch of players along with Lishman, amongst many others.
Yeah, that's for Goto.
David, you require 128.
Shining light of Japanese and Asian darts.
74, so the lie on the 18s isn't great, so it's a sensible switch to 14s. It's not in.
88.
He will be back for a shot at tops. It's been a strong start from Evans.
Very strong indeed. Goto all the way back, trying to leave himself unfinished. Well, he will be if he gets the opportunity to come back. But
96.
Evans looking at tops for
David, you
a
require
potential
40.
13-dart opening leg.
Just a quick glance at the score.
35.
That was to his
Tomoya
detriment.
require 124.
Realised that Goto was indeed on a potential outshot.
Well, the 1-2-4
56.
not going to go, but I do
David,
agree with you.
require
That
5.
sideways glance was very quick over to the scoreboard. Can sometimes be a little bit disorientating, but has the chance to right that wrong.
3. Tomoya requires 68.
Evans is in the madhouse, and Goto could steal this leg from under the nose of Stretch. One dart in hand then at the ball.
43. David, you require 2.
A reprieve for Evans. He's in danger of making a real mess.
Game show on the first
Tidies
leg.
it up.
David
Tidies up
Evans.
his own mess.
Second leg, Tomoya
Ended
2
up
for
going out in 19 darts, but could have gone out in 13. Scoring was strong from Evans, but the finishing not quite on point yet.
100.
Yeah, and that's for the likes of Tomoya Goto, saying a real up-and-coming player through the Asian Tour. Sat 12th on the table at the moment.
59.
Has picked up a title on the Asian Tour already. Player that we've seen a couple of times at the BDC World Championships, but he won't be representing Japan at the World Cup. That honour goes to Haruki Muramatsu and Sakai,
80.
who I have to say Sakai has one of the most out-there walk-ons that I have ever seen before.
That's a fun team.
That is a fun team.
55.
That's why I made the point about Goto can find a way to Saturday, and who knows, maybe even win the week. He could just open the door to encourage more players off that Asian tour to back themselves, be bold, come on over,
121.
to try their luck at the Super Series.
Yeah, we've had the likes of Muramatsu here previously. We had Mikuru Suzuki, now Mikuru Muramatsu also play at the Super Series. But I do
97.
agree. You know, darts is such an international sport, and those nations that maybe 5-10 years ago didn't have a leading light, now they've got a group of players that are coming through at such a high standard. You want to encourage
60.
more and more growth.
I think we want to see a Sakai here. We want to see a Paul Lim here. I want to see a Royden Lamb here.
180.
Well, Dave
Tomoya
Evans
require
wanted to see a 180, and that's what he got. Pressure on this 140 now. I do agree. I mean, for me, it's got to be Limmy. Get Paul Lim here. I think there's been some kind of mini online campaigns to get Paul Lim at the Modus
60.
Super Series already, but
David,
if there's
you
not,
require
then we should
110.
start one.
Absolutely. Treble 17 the target for Evans.
50. Tomoya require 80.
And this 80 for Goto may well have to go. Quite a safe first start, and that
24.
is completely
David, you require 60.
capitulated Goto's leg here, and Evans to double his advantage. Goto continuing to shake his head. Evans
Game show on the second leg.
piles on
David
the misery,
Evans.
and he does get that 2-0 lead.
Third leg, David to
Yeah, whether
throw
Goto
first.
there was caught
Game
between
on.
two minds of going tops, or he may have even been considering big 20, playing it safe. But ultimately, it was almost inconsolable at the back of the stage. Could not look as Evans stepped up to try and finish off 60.
100. 60.
We've seen that Goto does have real good battling qualities. That's why he's in this Group B and not in Group C.
100.
I'll be honest, I caught quite a bit of the action on Monday and Tuesday. Saw that table Tuesday, was out on Wednesday, came back and could not quite understand the changes in that table. It
40.
really did move around. And the fact that Keegan Brown actually finds himself in this position, I do think he'll look at it as a real opportunity that's passed him by to have already been in the finals.
180.
The second of the match. And this has been an impressive start by Evans.
100.
Keegan Brown,
David,
who
you require
you
121.
just mentioned, Laura, is up in the match after this against Tommy Lishman.
Yeah, will be our first glance at the player that comes into tonight as odds-on favourite.
73.
But we saw it earlier in Group C. It was Callum Goffin that went in as the favourite, and he really did struggle today.
140. David, you require 48.
3-0. Tops the target again. But
Game
10s
shot
will
in the
do
third
just
leg.
nicely.
David Evans.
And Evans is on the march.
Fourth
3-0
leg,
to
Tamoya
the good.
throw first. Game on.
Well, you mentioned that Goto has fighting quality. He's going to have to find some and dig deep, and he does find his first max of the match.
180. 100.
So can he back up that opening maximum?
$41.
No, he cannot. And Evans now with a couple of business troubles of his own. Now really put the pressure on Goto.
140.
Just like that.
Yeah, it's okay finding those big scores, but you've got to back them up.
135.
Forces in an extra treble 20 there, Goto. That was a fantastic find, but Evans in the red bit yet again.
131. Some you require 145.
Here's another really good visit from David Evans. Whilst there's only 15 points between them, 130 is a much more attainable finish than 145.
60. David, you require 130.
For the perfect start to his Group B campaign. Shuffles across in search of a treble 20, which can't be found, and Goto, it's now or never for him in this match
94.
at least.
Some you
Yeah, he's been
require
restricted
85.
to just the one dart at a double in this match. That was at the ball. It may just be one dart at the ball again. It's not even that. Yeah, drop of the head. You can see the disappointment.
30.
And this match
David, you
could be
require
over
36.
in a flash. Evans, 2 18s.
Game
Double
shot.
nine
And
does
a
the
match. David
trick
Evans.
for Stretch, and it is a perfect start to the night for David Evans. 4-0 against Tomoya Goto. Evans laying down a real marker there as he searches for his third weekly win. Tommy Lishman, the favourite, is up next. He faces Keegan Brown. Underway in Group B this evening in comprehensive fashion. If you're David Evans, 4-0 win over Tomoya Goto. As we now get a look at the favourite for the week, Tommy Lishman. He faces Keegan Brown, who was desperately unlucky not to go on and win Group A. He seems in good spirits. A weekly winner back in Series 12 from just over the water in the Isle of Wight. Still quite early in the evening, early in the session. It's not early in the evening. However, this has the potential to be a bit of a cracker. Lishman against Brown. Tommy will have the darts to get us underway.
First leg,
and it'll
Tommy
be interesting to see,
Game on.
Laura, just how Keegan Brown bounces back following that disappointment on Wednesday.
Yeah, and it was a disappointment. He had a
140.
two-match, a 4-point buffer going into that final day. I think he was odds on to top the group. And I think you said earlier on that in this afternoon session, Rob Grundy was 12 to 1 to top the group. So it was just a bit of a real off day for Keegan, who had only lost 2 games up to that point. Going into yesterday, lost 4, only picked up the 1 solitary win, which meant that he does make it through to Group B, but you feel like it might be an opportunity that's passed him over. However, I'm very intrigued to see how Tommy Lishman gets on, because we've waxed lyrical about the fact that he's doing good things away from the Super Series, playing on the Pro Tour, playing on the Challenge Tour. He's 3rd in the Challenge Tour rankings at the moment. But has he ever come into a group where he's been such a heavy favourite? How does a player that maybe isn't quite used to having that kind of attention, how do they deal with it? Do they not think about it? I think it may be in the back of someone's mind.
Yeah, it's a good point. He wouldn't be used to being a favourite. Used to being sometimes an underdog, 3-time semi-finalist, of course, Lishman. As you mentioned, 3rd in the Challenge Tour order of merit. Only Derek Coulson and Joe Hunt are above him. When you
118.
see the calibre of players just below him, it just goes to show what we are dealing with and what Lishman is dealing with in the 118.
Keegan, you require 122.
Keegan gets a poke at the 122.
Needs to find that treble 18. Can't, so Lishman back to double 19. Options here
Tommy
with 3 darts
38.
in hand. Can split it if he wants. But he's going straight for it.
Double 8.
Game show on the first leg. Tommy Lishman.
It's that early hold. And
Second leg,
Lishman
Keegan
is
to throw first.
underway and off
Game
the
on.
mark. Big exhale from Lishman. Just get that first leg won, done and dusted.
99.
To settle any of those potential nerves. You will know that he is coming into
100.
tonight with a bit of a target on his back.
Yeah, but arguably you could say the same for the likes of Keegan Brown. He's won here previously. He narrowly missed out on Group 8.
I'll reference that Challenge Tour order of merit to see the calibre of players that are below
100.
Lishman. Of course, a Challenge Tour event winner. That's why he's so lofty in those rankings. Danny Ayres in 4th. He's back here next week. He's another
43.
in that category of about time he won a week. Then we get Tommy Morris has come close on so many occasions. Aidan Kirk came close a couple of weeks ago as well. Chris Wickenden's doing some nice
60.
stuff. Nathan Potter, Jack Tweddle, Harry Ward back here next week. Mine Dract been doing bits on the Pro Tour. Henry Coates, Pro Tour semi-finalist this week. Arguably should have KO'd Ross Smith, the eventual champion on that day in that semi-final. Lishman is ahead of all of them in
51.
that Challenge Tour order of merit.
Keegan, you require 57.
Tops to level it up for Brown.
Game shot on the second
Oh,
leg.
double 10
Keegan
pinned
Brown.
to level things up at one apiece. And I was just having a quick look at their head-to-heads.
Third leg,
and
Tommy to Farufa.
They have played
Come on.
this year. They played back on Challenge Tour 12 just over a month ago, right at the very beginning of May. Tommy Lishman beat Keegan Brown
60.
5 legs to nil, went on to the final of that event, and he was eventually a runner-up. And I think that just goes to show that, you
139.
mentioned the fact that Tommy's won, but he's also had some real additional deep runs on the Challenge Tour.
100.
Keegan, of course, off the back of his trip to Toronto. A fantastic run in the Open.
99.
Yeah, I've got sent some pictures of Keegan out there with the other half.
140.
It's a fantastic run Keegan enjoyed. Picking up some big scalps along the way. Whitewash win over Jensen Walker, former series champion, back here next week. Alex Williams,
139.
another player in that category of about time he won a week. And then ran into an inspired Jeff Smith, another former series champion here. in that
57.
final. Smith getting the win.
Keegan, you require
6-4 over
124.
Keegan Brown, but Keegan in the race for a potential spot at Lakeside.
92. Tommy, you require 144.
Oh, Tommy Lishman on throw is being pushed by Keegan Brown, but double 12 for a 144 for a holder throw.
132.
Andrew Culling had
Keegan,
to
you
lean
require
in. It was
32.
that close to the double 12.
That was mightily close.
24.
He might have worried Brown out of it.
Tommy, you
Lishman
require
back.
12.
4-12. An opportunity scuppered for Keegan Brown. He knows it as well.
Game shot on the third
And
leg.
that is a reprieve.
Tommy
Bit of a
Lishman.
let-off for Lishman. Almost apologetic.
Fourth leg, Keegan to
You should never
Farofa.
apologise.
Game on.
If your opponent doesn't hit, you just want to capitalise.
85. $41.
Funny enough, that Challenge Tour event that I mentioned where Lishman did whitewash Keegan Brown, the person that went on to win it, beating Lishman in the final, was Harry Ward, who is here next week.
134.
Yeah, if you missed that reveal this afternoon, next week is absolutely disgusting in the best possible way.
100.
Yeah, some top names back in action.
That's before you even get to the likes of Radek Zagansky, Derek Coulson,
100.
Matt Denon, James Beaton.
140.
Yeah, James Beaton doing good things on the WDF and on the development tour.
Keanu Van Belzen.
Another weekly winner.
Ricardo Ham. Scott Mitchell will be delighted
50.
to see Ricardo Ham back in the live
Keegan,
lounge.
you require 86.
I just cannot not think of Clarkson's Farm.
Keegan Brown is thinking about the bullseye.
61. Tommy, you require
Tommy
170.
Lishman is thinking about reeling in the big fish.
Tommy Lishman definitely has a few of those
96.
170 finishes on a
Keegan, you
highlights
require
reel, but
25.
we'll have to wait if he's going to get one in this group.
Game shot on the
Yeah,
fourth
good
leg.
stuff that from
Keegan
Keegan Brown. Good response. He is
Fifth leg,
averaging
Tommy to Farofa.
in excess
Come on.
of 93.5. Lishman still in the mid-80s, yet they are locked at 2 legs apiece.
$140.
That's better from Lishman. Brown responding.
140.
And matching.
You asked how Keegan may bounce back from the disappointment of not automatically qualifying through via Group A. Well, does not seem to have kind of knocked the confidence of
43.
Keegan Brown. But look at that great big exhale of breath as he walks back to the table.
I think both sort of appreciate that despite it being their first match of the
60.
group, it could be quite a significant one. Given as well that come tomorrow night, this will be their final match.
100.
And like we mentioned this afternoon, there could well be a lot riding on it by the time these two meet again tomorrow.
Yeah, they may well indeed. And they're playing like there's a lot riding on it at the moment.
131.
Well, that was interesting from Keegs. Going for a big 11 to deliberately
58. Keegan, you
He's
require
the big
170.
fish. Must fancy it. Can't reel it in though.
But no big reaction.
134.
Just a big setup
Tommy,
shot.
you require 160.
And Lishman in this position previously narrowly missed out on the 144 checkout, but cannot get the combination started from the 160.
80. Keegan, you require 36.
Well, he let slip a golden break opportunity
And
earlier, but
Sean the
not
fifth
this
lap.
time.
Keegan Brown.
Brown gets his break.
Sig flag Keegan to for row first.
Turn around in a bid to
Game on.
serve this match out. This would be a big win early doors.
And I guess despite the fact that
100.
Tommy Lishman is a bit of a man of the moment in terms of the form that he's displaying, you cannot overlook the fact that Keegan Brown, who's a tour card holder for 14 years, he's
100.
won World Youth Championship. There's a lot of experience there.
Absolutely. He's played on every big stage this sport has to offer.
60. $81.
Feels as though Lishman is just taking a bit longer to warm to the task at hand.
Well, you saw the relief when he won that first leg.
134.
And you have to still bear in mind that Keegan's been playing here all week. He has been putting in some big performances. Yes, there was a slip on Wednesday, but for the first couple of days, he was in control.
140.
As for Tommy Lishman, this is the first game, and it could potentially be one of the toughest games that he faces in the group. But who knows, because it was a stellar opening performance from Dave Evans.
95.
It was, and whilst Brown was participating in Group A, Lishman was playing on the Pro Tour in Milton Keynes earlier this week. However, Lishman did suffer first round exits on both days. A last leg shootout to Mervyn King, and then
Keegan, you require
against
112.
Rob Owen. Brown in search of the treble 20. Goes low.
56.
And Lishman
Tommy, you
can
require
send us
40.
all the way.
Yeah, the first game was 1-0. This one, Tommy Lishman is hoping goes the distance. A real measured approach. Oh, one dark. Keegan in the background.
30.
He started to look a bit optimistic.
Keegan, you require 56.
It was a measured approach, but I'm not sure it was an entirely convincing one. Brown over for 2 4s and now 2 2s for the match.
54.
An
Tommy, you require
opportunity
10.
goes awry.
Just about finds a single one and clips
8.
the wire of the double 2.
Keegan, you require 2.
Well then, we're both on double 1.
No score.
And again, more match darts.
Tommy, you require 2.
Go begging for Brown.
Leishman to force that
No
last
score.
leg decided, but it's the same outcome for Tommy
Keegan, you
Leishman.
require 2.
Well, 2 quality players on show here, and it's all got very, very scrappy. Both marooned on double 1.
No score.
7 match darts come and gone for
Tommy, you
Keegan
require
Brown.
2.
He did the hard work. He found the break. He's on throw in leg number 6, but cannot get across the line. First
No
one
score.
high from Leishman. Second one too low.
Keegan, you require 2.
Nervy. We've seen some big exhales from both during this match. Come on, says Keegan. Good marker.
No score.
And yet, he still cannot find the winning
Tommy, you
double.
require 2.
If there was any criticism of Group A for Keegan Brown, it was the doubling. That was where the stats were kind of weighted. The scoring was fine,
Game
but the
shot in the
doubling was
6th
off,
leg.
and Leishman
Tommy Leishman.
does extend the match. Bit of a stare at the board and another raise of the
7
hands,
from
but
final leg. Tommy to row first.
Keegan there,
Game on.
10 match darts. And he knows it. That's all you can do in that situation.
Well, that leg was an absolute average killer.
60.
But to give you an indication, Keegan Brown at the moment averaging still in excess of 86, but he's missed 16 darts at double, and it
94.
goes to the narrative that what we saw in Group A, where he was scoring big but struggling with the doubles, it's just come in to this group as well.
60.
Yeah, if he'd have hit his doubles, he would have won this match probably, 4-1?
He had 157 shots at double, hit 45 of them. He was around 28%. Only Jose Justicia was lower than him.
180.
Nothing wrong with his scoring.
But if you can outscore your opponent and you give yourself enough chances at a double, then ultimately you're going to hope that with the level of skill that you've got at this sport, that you are going to get across the line eventually.
57.
Down to a finish after 9 darts thrown against the darts.
60.
Leishman
Keegan, you require
can't leave a
170.
finish after 12. So again, Brown comprehensively
96.
outscoring his opponent. He's had chance after chance. Can he get over the line this time?
140.
Pressure
Keegan, you
applied
require
from Leishman.
74.
Single 20 for tops.
54.
It's a great effort once again, but it's
Tommy, you
south
require
of the target.
81.
And now it's Leishman's turn to have a match-winning opportunity. Well, was safe, and now he has to look down at double 19.
43.
He was looking at the single 12 for a shot at
Keegan, you
bullseye.
require 20.
Brown is back for yet more match darts. Last chance.
No score.
Bends that wire.
Audible frustration from Keegan Brown. Had
Tommy, you
chances in
require
the previous
38.
leg to get across the line. Have more chances here for in the deciding leg. And up steps Tommy Leishman.
Game
And
shot.
this time,
And a
Leishman
match, Tommy
does
Leishman.
not miss. There's a raise of the hands because for Keegan Brown, it was just a case of double trouble when it came to winning the match. A smile and away from our group favourite, but ultimately, it's all about the result. Keegan, unlucky, 3 from 23 on the outer ring. That needs to improve. But coming up next, Owens will take on Evans.
Welcome back before the break. Tommy Lishman, the favourite for the week, got a win. How? We're not quite sure. Keegan Brown on the wrong end of a 4-3 scoreline. Keegan missed 14 match darts. 20 in total at double. In some parallel universe somewhere, Brown won that comfortably 4-1, but it's Lishman that gets the 4-3 win as we see our final participant of this week 6, Jamie Owens, former weekly winner himself back in Series 12. He went on to win a week which contained the reigning champion of that time, Jeff Smith. Evans back after an opening 4-0 win over Tomoya Goto. Owens, who had a bit of time away from the Oki of late, ran into him earlier on this evening, said he's dropped 1.5 stone in weight.
First leg, Jamie to throw first.
Not playing darts, and he is enjoying walking. Walking and walking and walking. So, we know he's fitting in fine fettle.
135.
Judging from that start, he's in good form as well.
And it's probably an area that we are talking about more and more, but it's never really been like the forefront of conversation when it comes to darts. But you look at these top pros now, and for a lot of them, it is about looking after themselves. You think of the likes of Luke Humphreys. He himself went on 41. That fitness kick and then has really, really delved deep into the sport.
$134.
Can Evans back up that opening win if he can? Could put himself in firm control of this group in the early stages.
Yeah, and the position that Dave Evans is in, and by that I mean he's played the opening game. He's now only got the one game in between before playing the second game. That's 50% of his games for the evening. He could be, as you say, in a really good position after this. It's one of those positions that if you get a good start, there's almost 85. No stopping you. But if you start off on the wrong foot, very difficult to clamber your way back in. Yeah, and that's something I say with experience of being in that position and doing both.
Oh, just the wrong side of the wire for Owens.
60. David, you require 72.
There or thereabouts. Should the 72 not go for Evans? It could go. Tops the target.
52.
He's disappointed with that effort.
40.
Owens has the same target now.
And again, just the wrong side of the wire. Double 15 can be awkward.
10. David, you require 20.
Working his way towards the target.
10.
Over adjusts. That's a let off for Owens.
Jamie, you require 30.
Yeah, it was a real solid break opportunity, but 4 missed at the outer ring for Dave Evans, and Owens back to the Oki.
No score.
Well, this has got like the essence of the previous game about it at the moment.
Hasn't it just? There was an argument for Owens to potentially split there, just as Evans has elected to do.
Game shot on the first
It's
leg.
worked. It's paid dividends for Evans. Gets an early break.
Second leg, David to throw first.
Evans will be kicking himself.
Yeah, rightly so, because both players had 6 darts at a double in that.
180.
Stretch is looking to increase his lead. Kicks off with a maximum in a leg that he's got the darts in.
140.
Well, Evans was 5-1 to win this Group B.
5-1 on a guy that's won 2 weekly titles here just to win his group.
134.
Yeah, and that's just because they had
60.
Tommy Lishman as such a heavy favourite. Kind of skewered the rest of the odds for the other 5. 4.
$171.
Well, this is good yet again from Evans. What a setup that was. Owens playing catch up. Admirably.
180. David requires 16. Game shot on the second leg.
Very nice indeed from Evans. 10 dart leg. Owens can appreciate that.
Third leg, Jamie to throw first.
Yeah,
Game
less
on.
than half the darts that it took to get across the line in leg 1. But yeah, as you said, came in at 5-1, and we actually spoke about the odds before the top of the show.
140.
That was one of the ones that we pointed out between us.
$81.
Well, in a sort of battling week,
100.
if ever there was a player that's really up for a battle, up for a scrap, I think it is Jamie Owens. I think he relishes it. And he's already in a battle here. Evans
180.
could just prove a little bit too good on this occasion at least. But Owens continues
180.
to fight.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a really good game. Although, Stretch has just been attacked by the Modus Super Series Fly.
Freddie Fly wants a scrap now as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what composure this is.
Come back, Fly. All is forgiven.
180. Jamie requires 81.
Say that, Freddie. Double 6.
Game shot on the third leg.
Again.
Jamie Owens.
This is great stuff from both. Owens follows the 10 darter by
Fourth
Evans
leg, David to
with a 12 dart leg of his own.
The smiles all round because I think both of them could see the funny side of it, because I'll be honest, that fly it came from nowhere.
97.
Absolute thug of a fly.
98.
Let's not allow the fly to steal the headlines here. This match is an absolute cracker.
Yeah, already. Leg number 4, we've had 5 maximums. 2 of them came in that last leg for Dave Evans, and he didn't win the leg.
And let's not forget, it was a real scrappy opening leg as well, which, again,
100.
really threatened to destroy the averages. Not a bit of it, though.
No, they're both looking really very healthy at the moment.
100.
I mean, Dave Evans averaging in excess of a ton, which means that if he hits a ton, his average gets lower, which, you know,
40.
I remember when 100 was just a
David requires
nice, it
170.
was a good score.
It still is.
Now, with a generation, we want more.
134.
Well, Evans is giving you more. Again, some tremendous power scoring.
57.
Evans,
David
just
requires
36 left after 12. Potential 13 darter. It's a good marker for a 14.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Well, he'll
David
settle
Evans.
for a 15. And as you say,
Fifth leg, Jamie to throw
it was
first.
a bit of a tentative
Come on.
start from both players in terms of just getting the double in that opening leg. But since then, been very, very good indeed. Legs of 10, 12 and 15. And it's another maximum. Jamie Owens
180.
levelling the count at 3 apiece.
Another. You betcha.
180.
Feels like a case that David Evans not only wants to
55.
beat Jamie Owens in the match, but beat his 180 count as well, because whenever Jamie hits one back, Evans seems to be able to deliver another.
Well, if Owens can stay alive in this
100.
match, we could once again threaten the record of the most 180s in a match here at the Super Series. 9 is that record. We're currently on 7.
134.
There's a 3-way tie on 9. Ball and Buckbeat, the most recent of that, came in this series just
100.
a week or so ago.
Jamie require 132.
Well, if it is going to extend, you feel this may have to go. Treble 19 for the champagne shot. It's ball. Slight shuffle across the hockey.
99. David
Yeah, the
require
action, a bit of a drop with the
121.
last dart.
17s. Gets it. Match start at the ball. Oh, what a
Game
performance.
shot
What a
and a
display
match. David
by
Evans.
David Evans. A 4-0 win in his opening match. A 4-1 win here. But that performance was special. Stretch Evans is really on the march. 109.48 the average. 4 maximums, and he wins it with a 1-2-1.
So the first round of 3, they have come and gone. We've just seen David Evans throw the highest average of the day, of the week, 109.48 to get a 4-1 win over Jamie Owens, which included 4 180s, a 1-2-1 finish. And that is despite missing a few darts at the outer ring in the early stages of the match as well. But we now move on to game number 4. And for Tomoya Goto, it was a difficult opening match. It was at the hands, again, of David Evans. He lost 4 legs to 0. And for Tommy Leishman, well, he could probably count himself rather fortunate to have got across the line against Keegan Brown, because Keegan Brown, he could do the power scoring, but 14 darts missed to win the match against Tommy Leishman. And
First leg,
was
Samoa
just
to
about in a
Rofa.
position to come and sweep up in the end. Maybe that will act as a bit of a settler for him, because didn't quite hit the dizzy heights of expectation. He is the odds-on favourite to top Group B. He came in on Monday as the favourite to win the week, something he's yet to do. So there is a little bit of kind of pressure of expectation perhaps on the shoulders of Tommy Leishman.
Very much so, in that I think we all expect a bit more from Leishman in this match. He was comprehensively outscored by Keegan Brown in almost every single leg.
139.
Goto not interested in potentially hitting a maximum.
92.
Goto, of course, still looking for his first leg of the group. Considering the mood and the form that David Evans
48.
is in this evening.
There is a potential, isn't there, for David Evans. If he maintains the levels that we've seen from him so far, then he could go through the cards. Still got a couple of games. His next one will be against Tommy Leishman in a couple of games' time. And then he still has to face Keegan Brown.
100.
But he has just put in a statement performance and a half.
Hasn't he just? Slight change of equipment for Goto. He had the clear
65.
flights earlier. Now they
Tomoya
have a
require 118.
very nice green tint to them.
$86.
Goto was just restricted to the one
Tommy
dart
require
after double in his
145.
opening match, but that would have been a point of frustration because he had chances, but he could not set up in an efficient enough manner.
55.
He's got chances now.
Tomoya require 32.
Double 16. Oh
score.
no, Tomoya.
Tommy require 90.
Double 16 arrived too late. By that time, it was no good. Leishman
65.
almost stole another leg.
Tomoya require 32.
Another chance for Goto.
Well, that one high, so double 12. Double 6, going all round the board to try
26.
and get a leg.
Tommy require 25.
Well, Leishman cannot believe his luck this evening.
Game shot on the first
And
leg.
once again,
Tommy Leishman.
snatches victory from the jaws of defeat.
Second leg, Tommy to throw first. Game on.
You can see he's not wholly happy with the way he's playing.
90.
I think it's fair enough to say that he is sort of getting away with it at the moment. But we know, given what he's achieved and what he is achieving thus far this calendar year, that Leishman still has
134.
more than a level or two left to give.
137.
And now are we just starting to see more signs of those levels you mentioned? At the moment, you've got a feel for Goto. Had 5 darts to take that opening leg. Now already on the back foot, still
137.
searching for a first leg of his Group B campaign.
42.
And the chance is there for Goto.
60.
Well, he has left the big fish. Well, Lishman just trying to bring the bullseye into
96.
play, but it's a good last start to make sure he's on a
Warrior
finish
require
if he gets the chance to
170.
return.
Another. Not quite.
92. Tommy, you require 136.
Lishman then, 136. Looking at 16s.
96.
Nicely done.
Tommy, you
With
require
the
78.
third. This has got to go.
Goto should get at least one dart at a double from this, but he's going to get two. And again, it's that adjustment to the other side of the
Change on the
board, but
second
this
leg.
time he gets
Tomoya
it.
Goto.
Kind of half-hearted celebration from Goto.
Third leg, Tomoya to throw first. Game on.
Tomoya finally up and running in Group B.
$140.
Well, that's a strong start. Back on Goto's own throw. Lishman.
57.
Again, you can just sense frustration. Just looking to force the issue.
180.
Oh, but this is getting better from Goto. First maximum of the match. But Tommy Lishman, a rather more casual action, but the outcome is a maximum in return.
$100.
That's pretty.
60.
And again,
Tomoya
just goes to
require
show
81.
that all is not well for Lishman and the way he's playing at the moment. 3-time semi-finalist, Lishman.
$49.
Once again, he's left trailing in the scoring stakes.
Yeah, but when you consider the likes
64.
of Tommy Lishman, obviously hasn't got a
Tomoya
tour
require
card, but has
32.
played in Pro Tours, beat the likes of Andrew Gilding, Jeffrey Deswan, Max Hopp on the Pro Tour when he stepped up. He's had big wins, big scalps this year. Doesn't necessarily always
James
transpire
on the third leg.
into other
Tomoya
events.
Goto.
And now he's on the back foot.
Fourth
No,
leg,
you
Tommy
can
to
draw a
throw
lot of
first.
parallels between
Game
Lishman
on.
and Callum Goffin from this afternoon as well. Goffin, in turn, getting a win over Ryan Searle on the Pro Tour this year. I mean, that is the sign of a real quality
140.
operator. He is a quality operator, as is Lishman. Just not quite happening at the moment. And yet, Lishman still has an unblemished record,
100.
trailing, of course, here. Still plenty of water to pass under the bridge in this match yet.
100.
Oh, Tomoya fancies it.
Yeah, and why not? I mean, there is an
100.
argument, obviously, when you do make that leap of faith and you do travel halfway across the world to come and participate in this kind of tournament, then you are backing your own
82.
ability.
$100.
Well, Lishman has just started to
131.
score a lot better now. Good signs.
$95. Tommy, you require 48.
There is also a little spring in the step of Goto.
Game show on the 4th leg.
And we
Tommy
have a
Lishman.
level match. Once again, 2 apiece.
5th leg, Tomoya to throw first. Game on.
We now could just start to see those levels, performance levels increase now from Lishman.
60.
A matter of time, really.
$93.
Do you think he sped up slightly? A little bit less deliberate?
I was just about to say the same.
Psychic waves. Been in this room for too long.
140.
Well, it is very noticeable, isn't it?
Well, there was a bit of a turning point, wasn't there? Goto hits a max, and then Tommy hit one back in trade casual
128.
style.
Oh, formidable switch to the 18s. I know French as well.
59.
We have established that we're pretty much only good at giving directions in French.
100.
Looking to persevere with the 20s, Goto.
60.
Lishman now just starting to turn the screw.
Yeah, but the lie is awkward. He's either going to have to shuffle across the oki to try and open up an angle, which it looks like he's trying to do.
60.
I mean, he shuffled over so much that he was blocking one of the main cameras to the board.
Yeah, he'd even gone past Andrew Gilding territory. He was way out west.
98.
Still argue though, he's not completely
require
settled, because when that
120.
first dart went in, it goes for Goto in the treble 20. Looked a little bit exasperated.
Off he goes again. Good dart. Going even further across.
100.
Oh, it was almost spectacular.
Tomorrow you require 84.
Well, there's a chance now for Goto to get back in front.
Double 12 has been problematic, but double 6 he has already pinned in the match.
72.
That was close.
Tommy, you require 20.
Lishman surviving another scare, it would seem. We've seen that readjustment of the grip from Lishman. Up for a high five.
Game
Finds
on the
it.
5th leg. Tommy Lishman.
And there is the break of throw.
6th leg, Tommy to throw
Did give a bit of a
first.
celebration there,
Game
but
on.
due to him being a lefty, was automatically facing the other way.
But he did leave that dart arm lingering out
180.
towards the double 5. Kicks off with a max. Perhaps he's just starting to find that rhythm that's
51.
conducive to seeing some of the best darts from Tommy Lishman.
Yeah, he's working hard for it, isn't he? Really hard. And yet he's a leg away from going 2 wins out of 2 alongside David Evans, who
121.
sort of polar opposites in their performances thus far, and yet looking good that they are both going to be on 4 points.
Well, it definitely
100.
makes game 6 interesting if this does go the way of Lishman, because it will be Evans against Tommy Lishman.
140.
Might just be what he needs, though. Because he is now powering clear of
43.
Tomoyo Goto.
Tommy requires 60.
Single for double for the match. Once again, just has to step across
Game
to
shot.
the left.
And a
Neatly
match.
does it,
Tommy
and Lishman goes 2 out of 2. Yes, he's working hard for it, but he is maintaining an unblemished record. Getting a win over Tomoyo Goto, who had chances here and there. It's a 92 average for Lishman, who was hardly pedestrian. He is 2 out of 2 alongside Evans. Welcome back. Back-to-back wins for Tommy Lishman, who joins David Evans at the top of Group B. Keegan Brown should have had a win to his name. No two ways about it. Let Lishman off the hook there with a 4-3 scoreline. Doubling woes for Keegan, who now faces Jamie Owens, who in his opening match averaged 96, hit 3 180s, and yet lost 4-1 to a resplendent David Evans, who averaged 109.5. It really was an incredible match. If he can maintain those levels in this one, he shouldn't be too far away. Keegan simply has to improve on the outer ring.
Yeah, because the scoring, that wasn't too much of an issue for Keegan. It was very much about how he finished off legs.
140.
And already kicks off with a 2 treble visit.
$55.
Yeah, nothing wrong in the way of the scoring power, the scoring brilliance of Keegan.
90.
Three from 23 in that defeat
42.
to Lishman. 14 of those were for the match. He's had a couple of games off left to stew on things. And
164.
he's come back looking pretty assured.
Yeah, these are the phases that were going to
96.
plan
Keegan, you
in
require
that
107.
opening match. Options. He looked for treble 16, which would have left top, but 64 left.
51.
Well, Owens is left lagging.
98.
Can't quite
Keegan, you
leave a
require
finish.
56.
Needed that extra treble. Now then. Double 10.
Game show on the first leg.
Finds it.
Keegan Brown.
Much better from Brown. If you're concerned about
Second
the
leg,
effort at
Jamie
tops,
2 for row first.
tends to put
Come
those
on.
demons well and truly to bed.
Yeah, 15 dart hold, a throw for Keegan Brown, and Jamie Owens may be thinking what he's done in the back room to,
100.
I'm not going to say annoy people, but he was on the back end of that 109, and Keegan Brown's made an emphatic start in this second match between the two of them.
101.
But there was a moment
100.
where Jamie Owens against Dave Evans really looked like there was a potential he might not even get a leg on the board. Both players had copious amounts of darts in the opening leg, but from that point on,
60.
I mean, Owens' winning leg came in 12 darts. He definitely has that fighting spirit that you spoke of earlier.
100.
Oh, yeah, ever the competitor. Owens, of course, former footballer.
100.
And that, I feel, has become a bit more of a prevalent theme as darts has got bigger and bigger.
60.
You do see players from other sports come over. I think Gerwin Price from rugby. Florian Hempel, I think, was a very accomplished handball player.
139. Jamie require
Aren't you?
141.
It's not something I've ever dabbled in.
Of course, the reigning champion, Jack Drayton, may have a decision to make in the
85.
future due to
Keegan, you require 101.
his talent on the golf course. Brown looking for a 2-0 lead, but
93.
has to just
Jamie, you require
set
56.
things up. Owens, a chance to level tops.
Game show on the second
Chance
leg.
is taken.
Jamie Owens.
Both the opening legs going with
Third
throw.
leg, Keegan 2 for row first. Come on. $119.
Superb cover shooting by Keegan Brown.
96. $134.
Yeah, really making good use of the cover shots on the treble 19s.
$180.
Owens peppering the 20s.
134.
Brown on the 19s. Absolutely superb. And once again, Owens on the 20s.
Back-to-back
180.
maximums
He can
for
quite
Jamie
114.
Owens. Yeah, as good as Brown has been on the 19s, Owens been able to reply on the treble 20s. But it's double 18.
96. Jamie, you require 45.
Again, it was almost spectacular. Owens has been able to stick with
James on
Brown
the third
and
leg. Jamie
has
Owens.
won a fantastic leg of darts there in
Fourth
11.
leg, Jamie Tooth, row first. Game on.
Look again at those numbers.
Well, it was Dave Evans against Jamie Owens who did the same thing,
140.
hit back-to-back maximums, but Owens in that leg didn't let Dave Evans have a shot at the double. And finishing has been pretty good.
I think Owens has been pierced, but not by the needle.
180.
Yes, do not try this at home. Juggling with darts is not the best idea.
41.
You just see him at the back
51.
of the stage.
Just wondering, can't quite see whether or not he's
24.
bleeding or whether it's just a bit of a graze or just quite what happened.
$60.
It's proven to be a most unwelcome distraction as well for
38.
Owens, who's had his rhythm well and truly disrupted.
Yeah, he found that breaker throw the previous leg in 11 darts, but as you say, dropped the darts and may have just caught his hand. He's still
96.
rubbing that hand in the back.
Regained a bit of focus now.
180. He can require 114.
That was his third of this match so far.
$42. Jamie
Yeah, it's
requires
another
78.
timely maximum for Owens, who should at least get one dart at tops.
James Shaw on the fourth
The
leg.
finishing
Jamie Owens.
exceptional from Jamie Owens. 3 from 3 on the outer ring.
Fifth
When he's
leg,
had a
Keegan Tooth,
chance,
row first.
he's taken it.
Game on. $140.
Again, scoring power from Brown. Wondering just what he has to do. Owens has been able to go with him.
180.
Well, Owens in his first match hit 3 maximums. In this one, he's hit 4. We do say that some
58.
players are that first dart merchant. And Jamie Owens is proving to be very much that this evening.
83.
Well, he's found a friend in the treble 19 as Keegan Brown.
$59.
They've had a bit of a falling out on that visit at least. Owens is in again. You may as well stay there.
138.
No, okay, don't. Fine.
I can understand the logic though, because 100 is far more preferable than 98.
62. Jamie, you require 100.
Of course you're right. There's one of them. And
Game shot, and a
there
match.
is the
Jamie
other.
Owens.
What a performance that was by Jamie Owens. Incredible. Off the back of that 4-1 defeat to David Evans on the receiving end of 109.5 average. He himself averaged 96. And he's upped his levels again. 98.3 there. 4 180s. Perfection on the outer ring, including tops to win it all. What a display. Welcome back. All right, it has been so far a quarter of the way through Group B already. Maximums have not been in short supply. They have been flying in, not least by David Evans and Jamie Owens. David Evans, 2 wins out of 2, putting in the performance of the week so far. With that 1-2-1 checkout to get a win over Jamie Owens with 109 average. Lishman also 2 wins out of 2, but has had to work a lot harder for them, but is progressing and coming to the boil nicely is Tommy Lishman. The favourite, of course, to win the weekly title. Keegan Brown, his rotten luck continues, has been scoring himself majestically well as Keegs. However, doubling woes continue. He's on the back end of a 4-1 defeat to Owens, despite averaging almost 97. Owens will know just what that feels like. That was the same in his 4-1 defeat to that of David Evans. But it's been a fantastic start to proceedings in Group B. Evans and Lishman with an unblemished record. That will change imminently, however. Evans has it on leg difference so far. Owens on 2 points. Brown and Goto yet to trouble the points tally. So things will change at the top of the table imminently, and that one of these two will suffer their first defeat. The other will go 3 out of 3. David Evans 4-0 over Goto. 4-1 over Owens. 6 180s so far tonight. He has been in real fine fettle. Lishman upped his game off the back of that narrow margin win over Keegan Brown, where he was comprehensively outscored.
First leg, David to throw first.
92 average in that 4-2 win over Tomoyo Goto. It's just seen him improve, and he could well improve again. This is a big match.
Massive match, and when you spoke to Dave Evans earlier,
57.
he did indicate that, did mention Tommy Lishman and everything that he's doing on the Challenge Tour, the call-ups to the Pro Tour. So this is a game that I think will be on David Evans' radar in terms of how his night will progress.
Just that Lishman does like
60.
to utilise the ball as part of his switching instead of maybe a 19s or a 17s here and there. He's
57.
no stranger to just popping one at the ball.
$60.
Yeah, as you say, it is an unusual choice. One that you possibly see a lot more from players over in the US.
50.
They do tend to utilise a lot more of the board, and it's all about setting up a score that will give them the best opportunity to get down to a preferable finish. I'm not quite sure that's the reason that Lishman uses it.
$135.
Wicked deflection.
Yeah, it was. It was almost a slow-mo collection as well for Tommy Lishman.
Bit of a lunge in there as well for good measure.
44.
Why not?
Tommy, you require 129.
It's another sort of awkward leave though for Lishman. 129. Can't find the treble 20.
99.
Found it
David, you require
too
140.
late, and in turn has left himself 30.
Yeah, and again, unusual choice. A lot of players, especially one that likes to utilise the ball mid-match.
100.
Could have been an option to leave
Tommy, you
tops
require
on his
30.
return, but ultimately it's double 15.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't really make any sense.
Game
It
shot on the
doesn't matter.
first leg. Tommy Lishman.
Because when you're that good, you can tidy things up either
Second
which
leg,
way.
Tommy to throw first. Game on.
And that's an early breaker throw for Lishman.
83.
Maybe Evans just giving Lishman a bit too much respect in the early stages. Levels
137.
curtailing somewhat in that opening leg.
Yeah, and there's not really been any signs of any kind of capitulation from David Evans. As you
80.
mentioned, has been by far the standout player in terms of the stats put together.
$100. 100.
Pair exchanging ton visits. Evans now finding a bit more.
140.
Yeah, he's essentially wrestled away the advantage of throw that Lishman had.
100.
And
David,
that's
you
a
require
big
124.
last start for Tommy Lishman.
Could well stick with 18s.
63.
And a puff at the bullseye instead.
Tommy, you require 138.
Options for Lishman. Elected to go. There's a bit of an old school
98.
route nowadays. 19's the usual
David, you require 61.
ploy for most players these days. Evans looking at 2 18s.
Game show on the second
Brings
leg.
himself level
David
with an
Evans.
immediate break back. Good response from Stretch.
Third leg, David to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, this game is just starting to warm up nicely, and based on what we've seen tonight, this was the expectation we had for this meeting.
59.
It's the perfect first start for Tommy Lishman, but he can't quite build it, and now switching.
97. $60.
Well, unlucky for more there, Evans. Lishman has room to manoeuvre.
140.
Yeah, it feels like one of those strange games where it's a question of who is going to be able to
140.
actually hold their throat. Both the opening legs won against the darts.
38.
But that could be a real opportunity, an opening here for David Evans to just reassert that initiative.
$180.
Well, his first of this match.
92.
Whatever it's
David, you
his
require
seventh
62.
of the night. Double 16.
Game show on the third leg.
Very assured,
Evans.
very composed, very clean and crisp once again from Evans,
Fourth leg, Tommy to throw first.
who hits the
Come
front.
on.
He's halfway there.
Back to back 14 darters for David Evans.
$130.
But you have to say, in that previous game for Tommy Lishman, when he was playing against Tomoya Goto, Goto managed to level up at 2 apiece, and then there was just something in Tommy that managed to switch and pull away
80.
from Goto. You get the sense that he is going to have to find a little bit more
83.
in this battle against David Evans.
Bit of a frame
78.
there from Evans, who does somewhat rectify the situation. However, he has
100.
left what is now pre-bogey number.
60.
But a trebleless visit. And Lishman straight back in the red bit.
88.
Well, Lishman can
46.
fire back
Tommy,
here
you
with a
require
potential
100.
14 dart leg of his own. Another. Brilliant.
Game shot on the
And
fourth
we've
leg.
seen it
Tommy
twice
Lishman.
in 2 matches now. 100 dispatched with
Fifth leg,
tops.
David to
Tops.
throw first. Game on.
Fantastic from Lishman. He's back level.
Yeah, Lishman in that opening match against Keegan Brown, there was a lot of puffing of the cheeks. There was big exhales of
58.
breath, but now it looks all focused. This is all about racking up the points.
$60. $140.
That was good from Evans. Wasn't interested in a switch down to the 19s. Stepped across, backed himself.
81.
And found 2 trebles for his trouble. Now he will go for cover.
Back up to the
58.
top because can no longer leave a finish. Yeah, Lishman also too far back to be able to leave himself
100.
on a finish. So not much between them in leg number 5.
$134.
Good stuff yet again from Dave Evans.
44. David, you require
Lishman
111.
can't make any significant impression, so free reign at this 111.
$51.
Well, tidies it up. Kind of sound and the knowledge that he knows he'll be back.
140.
But there's now pressure on
David,
this
you require
60.
60.
Big side step. Trying to open up a bit of an angle on tops.
20. Tommy, you require 76.
Push that top wire down, and Lishman once again break the throw. Big dart.
Game
Oh,
shot
he's
on
up to
fifth
the
leg.
task.
Tommy Lishman.
Composure from Lishman. Composure
Sixth leg, Tommy
personified.
to row first. Game on.
Evans misses his opportunity to go 3-2 up. Lishman didn't miss. He's thrown for the match now.
Throwing for the match and throwing very well
180.
indeed. It's the first maximum of this match for Tommy Lishman. And I don't know if you saw David Evans just after that dart went in to take the previous leg
45.
for Tommy Lishman, shaking his head, couldn't watch, not happy at all because he did have a chance himself.
Just awaiting the culling call of game shot as Lishman.
180.
A bit of deja vu here. He's done this on this stage before. He's done this against David Evans on this stage before.
57. Tommy, you require
Look at the smile.
141.
All those memories flooding back for Tommy Lishman.
A couple of years ago, Lishman found perfection against Evans on this stage.
129.
He snatched the 9th for a repeat performance.
I mean, Tommy can see the funny side of it, just doubled over at the table. But, yeah, great sportsmanship. But as Tommy Lishman implied, there wasn't that close to the double 12. I think he might need to lay down.
Just has to regain his fantastic
140.
composure that we saw from him winning the previous
Tommy
2
required
legs.
12.
He's not over that attempt just yet. But this is for the match once more. And to assert himself at the top of the group standings,
shot.
which is
And a match.
exactly
Tommy
where
Lishman.
he finds himself. 3 out of 3 for Lishman, who is getting better and better and better as the evening progresses. 8 out of 9 in that final leg. But more importantly, he gets a huge 4-2 win over his top of the table rival. It's Lishman that is 3 wins out of 3. Well, on this stage 2 years ago, Tommy Lishman hit a 9-darter against David Evans, and we were 1 dart away from a repeat performance, but that effort at double 12 was a little bit snatchy. As you could see, the fantastic reaction there from both players. Nevertheless, it was Tommy Lishman who got a big win, an important win, which sees himself maintain that 100% record at the top of the table. Now, one of these two will get their first win of the evening so far. Tomoyo Goto and Keegan Brown. Goto just coming a cropper against Lishman in his previous outing. It was better than what he displayed in his opening match, where he was the recipient of a whitewash defeat against David Evans. Keegan Brown was pretty luckless against Jamie Owens. Owens 4 out of 4 on the doubles, 4 180s. Keegan Brown averaged 96 himself.
43.
And his doubling did improve, but 1 out of 3. And his scoring has been strong, and
40.
just left a little bit puzzled with the way Brown's evening is turning out. But there is still time to put things right.
There is, but as much as we put this
100.
onus on that previous match for the tussle for the top of the table, you do feel for both these players who are currently pointless, sat 4th and 5th respectively.
69.
This feels equally as important if either of these are going to progress through to the finals. It's 5 to 12.
121.
It's been a long day.
I was going to say, I bet you could say it in French. Did before.
94.
Again, Tomoya Goto just needs to continue to up his levels. They've not really
85.
been his A game so far tonight.
Yeah, he did push Tommy Lishman, managed to level up at 2 apiece before Lishman just reeled off a couple of really strong legs to win the match.
59. Tomoya require
just found that
152.
little bit extra at the crucial moment. For the first time, Brown's strong scoring
60.
power has just come off the boil a little bit.
I just wonder now,
93.
the results from yesterday,
Tomoya require
coupled
92.
with the way that Group B has started, is that now taking a bit of a toll on Keegan Brown?
$60. Keegan, you require 146.
Very safe, big 20 from Tomoya Goto.
Just couldn't find the second.
130. Tomoya require 32.
Has left it sweet. Goto hasn't exactly been overly
James
strong on the
first
doubles
leg.
himself, but
Tomoya Goto.
that was pretty assured from Goto.
Second leg,
Holds
Keegan
throw in the
to throw
opening
first.
leg of
Game
the
on.
match. Brown with work to do.
Yeah, for me, out of everyone, I think Goto is one of those players that just game by game we're seeing that bit of improvement. Lost to nil in his opener.
123.
Managed to get a couple of legs in his next and up the levels. Perhaps we're seeing a little bit more from Tomoya.
$121. $134.
The strong scoring has returned.
Again, it's the one thing that we've commented on a couple of times is the
41.
switch, the use of the 19s for Keegan Brown. That has been really successful. But he's not doing too bad on the treble 20s either.
180.
Yeah, no switch required that time.
$87.
Well, herein lies the
Keegan, you
test.
require 64.
No real pressure on this 64. Can't be affording to dwell on it for too long, and
James on the
hasn't.
second leg.
Much
Keegan Brown.
better.
Yeah, very strong
Third leg,
response.
Tomoya to throw first.
So holding
Game on.
12. But I think for me, if you're in Keegan's shoes, then it's just about getting those finishes cleanly, because we know the scoring is there or thereabouts. It's just
59.
the finishing. But last couple of matches, It has been better.
That's David Evans to face in his final match of the evening.
58.
Goto rounds off his night with a match against Jamie Owens, which will be our final one. Still got Lishman against Owens after this one as Goto
180.
fills it up.
$115.
Again, those 19s coming to the rescue for Keegan Brown.
45.
Could be the opening that Keegan needs.
140.
Goto has to hold his nerve here. Over to 18s.
93.
Yeah, nicely done.
The owner's now back on Keegan Brown to just try and leave himself something handy if he's offered up the opportunity to come back.
58. Tomorrow you require 124.
Wayward.
And not for the first time this evening. That
44.
point where you just think to yourself, keep it straight. And they have
Keegan
just
require
gone
130.
slightly awry for Goto.
Well, as Keegan Brown would say himself, come on, little fishy.
120. Tomorrow you require 80.
But it's off the hook.
Needs to keep it straight. Has been in this position before. Managed to find a single one. This time he makes sure of the big 20. Big dart incoming for Goto.
45.
Nasty
Keegan, you
ricochet.
require 10.
Brown back up for fives. Again, those
6.
doubling frustrations
Tomorrow you require 35.
continue. This is a gift for Goto. Can he unwrap it?
27.
No.
You could almost see that wire of double eight
Keegan, you
just
require
move
4.
over slightly.
Back in the madhouse.
No score. Tomorrow you require 8.
And this just has a slightly similar feeling to that match that Keegan Brown opened up with against Tommy Lishman. Missed 20 darts at the outer ring. Not quite
And
to that
on the
level
third
yet,
leg.
but
Tomorrow
Goto
Goto.
manages to punish.
You can't blame Keegan
Full flare
Brown
Keegan to throw first. Get him on.
for feeling very irked and feeling very hard done by.
57.
Doubles just aren't going on a consistent basis. He's been scoring absolutely fine, better than fine. But he's just been gifting his opponents opportunity after
84.
opportunity due to those missed darts at double. It's starting to become really damaging.
And not just damaging to the outcomes of the matches,
60.
but also perhaps giving a bit of a dent in the confidence of Keegan Brown.
You wouldn't blame him for feeling like he shouldn't
60.
already be in Saturday in the first place. Odds on at the start of play Wednesday to see things through, but it was a bit of a nightmare day
32.
on Wednesday for Keegan, combined with Rob Grundy running the way through the card to seal that Group A success.
41.
the Hartlepool man safely into Saturday night finals night.
And all of a sudden, this game has started to get
90.
a little bit scrappy. Pause. Goto just trying to compose himself. He knows that he could stretch this lead with a big visit.
140.
See Brown there muttering to himself in the background there as well, just trying to G himself up a little bit. To sharpen the focus.
133.
That'll do nicely.
What he wouldn't give for another 140. May have to settle for a ton if he can find a big treble, but
45.
couldn't find
Taking
any
your
sort of
require
adjustment after
129.
that first start.
Bullseye.
104. Tomorrow you require 131.
Yeah, Keegan Brown just had a quick glance over to the scoreboard just to check what Goto was on. Well, he is on a finish.
I went 16s. Resisted the temptation
91.
for a shot at top stops.
Keegan, you require 25.
Now then, Keegan.
17.
Oh, again, the doubles are found
Tomorrow you
wanting.
require 40.
And not a million miles away from where he wants them, but it could be a millimetre. It could be as high as that, but it's where you end up in the end.
20.
Yeah, those were
Keegan, you
wayward.
require 8.
Keegans haven't really been overly wayward throughout the duration. They've been well thrown in the main. They just simply have not
And on the
landed.
fourth leg. Keegan Brown.
They have now.
Fifth leg, Tomoya to throw first.
Frustration pouring out of Keegan there. And he is still in this match.
Yeah, I think frustration was
60.
possibly the word of Group C, and it's just starting to creep into the game of Keegan here in Group B.
93.
You can't really blame him either. 96, almost 97 average in a defeat against Owens. 14
134.
match darts missed against Lishman. I don't think you'd be human if you weren't feeling mightily frustrated after that.
140.
But again, he is up for a scrap.
Yeah, already in this match, he's missed 11 darts at the outer ring. But it has been, as mentioned before, a little bit of a reoccurring theme of the week.
140.
And Keegan will be more than aware of it.
79. Tomorrow you require 167.
But it's Tomoya first down to a finish.
$80.
Good save. What can Brown do in the way of putting on some pressure and
Tomorrow you require 87.
slip into the big one? Tells you not a great deal of pressure is arriving. 20 for ball, Goto. Gets the treble. Double five.
77. Keegan, you require
Go from that
149.
position of being comfortable, hoping that first treble goes in. But now, if he gets to come back, which he will, double five is by far is not a given.
59. Tomorrow you require 10.
Straight at it. Very safe.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Picks it off
Tomoya
with
Goto.
his third, which is always annoying for your opponent as well.
Sixth leg.
That
Keegan
won't be
2 for
making
a
Keegan
first.
Brown
Come
feel
on.
any better at all. Goto, they were very safe, those first 2 darts.
Like anything they say, isn't it? The hope that kills you, and you stood in the back and you just
97.
managed to set up the opportunity of a finish. But for Keegan Brown was not allowed back to the oche.
$140.
And as a player, this is where it becomes difficult. We're obviously
91.
going into the early hours of Friday morning. And it's how you remain positive when you just feel like everything is going against you. Because for Keegan Brown, he's had chances to win. He's had solid performances, but at the moment has nothing to show for it.
100. $100.
Important treble 20 found because
100.
Goto is down to a finish after 9.
Brown is now
46.
really up against it.
Tomoya require 161.
Gets the treble 17. Great find with the treble 18 as well. Sets it up very nicely. This has got to go. And it hasn't gone. And now Tomoya Goto
27.
will get his first
Tomoya
win
require 36.
of the night. Double 18.
Looks like a good marker. And it
shot
is. It's
and a match.
used really
Tomoya
well. And it
Goto.
is the first win of the evening for Tomoya Goto. Disappointment for Keegan Brown, who has yet to secure a victory in Group B. And he still has one game to go. That there, the tail of the tape. And it was a case of missed doubles for both players. Well, next up, we've got our table topper, Tommy Lishman, taking on Jamie Owens.
How does he hit that?
The
That's how he hits it! And Jensen Walker is a Super Series success story!
It's the biggest win I've had yet, so without a doubt, you know, it's unbelievable.
And just going through the process.
Game shot.
But it's Van Velzen, it's the Lion who roars.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Week 2 winner is Keanu Van Velzen.
Sagansky, cometh the moment, cometh the hour. And it's game, shot, and a match.
Looking at that trophy, yeah, my name needs to be on there, so that's why I'm here.
Look at this from Ham. That is special.
That's a great start. Tops is required. Oh, what a shot there from Stephen Johnston.
He's got double 16.
And
he's bolted it.
Are we going to have a little bit of champagne? Oh, we are. Crack open the bubbly.
Arguably the strongest regulation week we have ever seen here at the Modus Super Series. It starts Monday morning. Take a look at this lineup. Radek Zagansky and Derek Coulson were opponents on Champions Night here in Series 13. They renew their acquaintances in Group A along with Keanu Van Velzen, who was also in Champions Week of the last series as well. Series 10 champion Jensen Walker returns again in Group A, as does Colin McCochran and Ricardo Ham. Scott Mitchell will be pleased. In Group B, Danny Ayres, Challenge Tour winner, along with James Beaton making his debut. Matt Denon has been mopping up vaults in the West Midlands like they're going out of fashion. Let's not forget he was at the World Championships last year as well. And in Group C, Stephen Johnson, Harry Ward doing bits on the Pro Tour this year as well, flying high on the Challenge Tour. And Oliver Mitchell is here as well. That lineup is sensational. Where do you even start with Week 7? You could genuinely make a case for all of them.
Yeah, whoever picks up that weekly title would have had to have earned it. As you say, so many titles to the names of those players in next week, but talking
First
of
leg,
titles,
Tommy,
Jamie
flood
Owens
first.
has
Game
one
on.
of them to his name, but it's that man there, Tommy Lishman, has been a 3-time semi-finalist on a Saturday night, but yet to lift that trophy.
59.
Well, he is in pole position, sat atop the table. So far, 3 wins from 3, including
78.
a 4-2 victory in his last outing against David Evans, who was also threatening to go through the card.
39.
Yeah, Lishman can achieve that feat and run through the card with a win here. This is final match of the evening. Owens
82.
with one more left to play after this one. He closes the show against Goto, with Keegan Brown against David Evans in between. Lishman has got better and better as the night has progressed. He's taken a bit of time to warm to the task, but he's boiling hot now.
You make a very similar argument for Jamie Owens, who was on the back end of an average just shy of 110 from David Evans, but
121.
bounced back in brilliant style. 4-1 victory over Keegan Brown. 4 from 4 on the outer ring, including a ton plus finish, which was ended in tops.
44.
You look very good, but there has been a little bit of a break. A couple of matches since we've seen Owens.
59. $84. Tommy, you require
Owens has
130.
been piling in the maximums. It's Lishman looking at a ball.
105. Jamie, you require
Really in the little
156.
fish. Owens needs a showstopper and could well get one. Not now. couldn't follow. It was a really inviting first dart. And Owens
82.
expected
Tommy, you require
better of
25.
himself with that second.
Lishman for the opening leg.
13. Jamie, you require 74.
Double 16. For an early
Owens
steal,
on the
and he
first
has
leg.
stolen it.
Jamie Owens.
It's Owens' turn to apologise for winning a leg.
Second leg, Jamie to throw
All
first.
very kind-spirited this evening.
It
Come
is
on.
indeed. I was just taking a kind of slightly deeper delve into the shirt of Tommy Lishman, which seems to be decorated with hieroglyphs. What do you make of it? The only other player that I can think of that
77.
has hieroglyphs all over their shirt, maybe Alex Spellman.
Certainly very inventive, isn't it?
120.
A thumbs up. As Owens, unfortunately for him, has to retrieve a dart from the floor. Spoiling
89.
his what was a perfect leg.
Yeah, and a sarcastic thumbs up from Jamie Owens, but he's back in the red bit again. This is a great response.
139.
It was a tentative opening leg from both. 21 darts, Jamie Owens won it in.
130. Jamie requires 62.
And just that chuck at the ball with his third of the visit. Owens, what a retort that is.
Leg. Jamie Owens.
11 dart leg.
Third leg, Tommy to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, one of Jamie Owens' best legs so far of this evening. Yeah, he looks happy enough with that. And why wouldn't he be?
And there's a bit of a good darts as well in the background from Lishman. Stop being so nice to each other. This is a battle.
It may not continue
42.
as we get to the business end, especially when it goes into the action tomorrow night. All coming to you live and free from on Pluto TV from 10 p.m. for
139.
Group B. But we will be here from 1 o'clock to see the outcome of Group C.
100. 131.
Well, picking off some business troubles there. Utilising the board. Owens finding yet
180.
another.
Tommy required 97.
He has been a 180 machine this evening. He's had 9 so far. Still got a match to play.
45.
Yeah, despite the maximum, was not able to find himself
59.
on a finish. Yes, he will
Tommy
be on one,
required
but
52.
Tommy Lishman looking to chalk up his first leg. He's just checking if he's found the 12.
Game show on the
Well,
third
he did,
leg.
and he found tops,
Tommy
no
Lishman.
problem.
Yeah.
Fourth leg, Jamie
Desperation
to
with
throw
that
first. Game on.
Start, but it did just squeak into the target. There was no issue with the double. Lishman back in the match.
60. 45.
Both players opening up with troublous visits, but it doesn't last for long. And you mentioned that 180 hitting. Jamie Owens has not hit less than 3
58.
maximums in any match he's played so far tonight. That was number 3 of this game.
10 in 2.5 matches.
55.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
I mean, you take it.
But it's the darts you throw
135.
around the maximums. They're the ones that can make all the difference.
100.
Owens is showing some real nice consistency as well.
113.
96 average in his opening match,
Jamie
despite
Urquhart,
being on the wrong
106.
end of a 4-1 scoreline. Upped it to 98. So around about 95, 96. And this one thus far.
$74. Tommy Urquhart,
Great
150.
pick off with that last start, but Tommy Lishman looking for a bit of a showstopper.
Well, he does like a shot at the ball. Doesn't entertain it. Staying at treble 20. Double 15.
120.
Jamie Owens was intently staring.
Jamie Urquhart, 32.
That attempt at the 150. Lishman couldn't quite complete the task, so Owens here to go within one.
James Shaw on the 4th flag. Jamie Owens.
Composed. Owens
5th flag, Tommy
remains
to throw
ice cool.
first. Game on.
And that friendly demeanour that's been demonstrated by both players throughout this match, that seems to be dissipating from Tommy Lishman. Looked really quite frustrated at losing that leg.
58.
For Lishman, if he's to go through the card, it's a hold, a break, and then another hold, a throw, right up against
75.
it. Against, really in form, Jamie Owens. You would not know that he's had just a little bit of a break away from the sport.
140.
He's come back refreshed, rejuvenated, with a real spring in his step. Always determined.
43.
Always competitive.
139.
And today, he seems to be always finding that treble 20.
$140. Jamie Urquhart, 164.
Would be one fine way to wrap up a match. Making a bit of a mess. Can he go some way to tidying
42.
it up? Not really.
Tommy Urquhart, 143.
Lishman threatened the 150. Can he dispatch the 143?
Yeah, it's getting to that point where these kind of shots, you feel they're going to have to go. But it's on.
117.
Again, it's an interesting choice from Lishman. It wasn't the second
Jamie
treble I
Urquhart,
was looking at.
122.
Are you Brian Roman in disguise? Bullseye. For the match.
97.
Well,
Tommy
match start
Urquhart,
comes on
26.
for Jamie Owens, and Lishman opted to leave himself on double 13.
James Shaw on the 5th leg.
And it works out
Tommy
very
Lishman.
well indeed. There's the holder throw for Tommy Lishman, but now he needs to find a way of
6th
breaking
flag, Jamie to throw
Jamie Owens.
first. Game on.
Jamie Owens tonight has been possibly the most consistent player. Hasn't found an average
123.
below 96 so far today. Averaging around the 95 mark at the moment. You keep doing that, and then you're going to win matches, and that's what Jamie's been doing.
91.
Fired that one in.
117.
Rejected. Has to pick up another off the floor, but it's still a smart enough visit from Owens.
60.
Lishman sat on
55.
350. Can get to a finish. That's why he persevered with the 20s. To avoid that pre-bogey number, as it's been dubbed.
100. 44.
Well, is Owens just giving his opponent a glimmer here, as that is some board mismanagement?
Haven't seen too much of that from players this evening. You can see Owens in the background just berating himself because he has let Lishman back in.
If anything, it spurred him on.
122. Tommy, you require 110.
Is the double of choice for Jamie Owens, but Tommy Lishman, there's a real bona fide chance here to level things up at 3-all.
And Owens' board mismanagement hasn't cost
40.
him. Well, that happened earlier on for Owens. Awkward.
Game shot.
Not a bother for Owens, who again marches on and is spoilt Lishman's perfect night in Group B, but Owens has the chance to go 3 out of 4 himself. It's another display with a 90+ average for the Teesside man. It's impressive once again. It's Keegan Brown against David Evans after the break.
Yeah, welcome back to the Modus Super Series. We are now at the penultimate game of this stage of Group B. And it will be Keegan Brown taking on David Evans. But the previous match, our table topper, Tommy Lishman, the favourite coming into this week's event, he has just lost 4 legs to 2 to an inspired Jamie Owens. Jamie Owens now with the opportunity. He'll be playing last against Tomoyo Goto. And in that match, he could also join Tommy Lishman on equal points. But back to the match in hand. And David Evans has been really impressive. Yes, he did lose to Lishman, but up to that point has put in the performance of the evening, averaged just around 109.5 in a 4-1 win over Evans. And he's taking on a Keegan Brown who I think, Sam, his confidence at the moment may be slightly dented because he is yet to pick up a win in Group B.
Yeah, we know the reason why. Simply the doubling.
78.
His scoring has been more than a match with the likes of Evans, Lishman and Owens.
180.
However, when it's come to the nitty-gritty,
140.
getting over the line in legs, that is where Brown has come up short.
Yeah, that match between Lishman and Evans, though, it almost concluded in some real dramatic style with Tommy Lishman going 8 darts into the 9. And I wonder if you're David Evans, would you start taking this personally? Because Tommy Lishman has hit a 9-darter here before, and it was against David Evans. Maybe Dave just brings out the best in Tommy.
I think that's what it is.
Well, I've got expectation for tomorrow now, I'll be perfectly honest.
Absolutely.
180. Keegan Brown, 143.
It's not just Jamie Owens who continues to pile in the maximums. Evans has been doing it all night as well.
91. David, you require 41.
Double 16 for an early breaker throw.
Game shot on the first leg.
Well, it's a breaker darts in 12. And already Keegan Brown,
Second leg,
who
David
again
to first.
has scored magnificently, did not have a look in. I think the problem is, and you'll see Keegan Brown, he is at the back of this stage, and he will
80.
kind of be muttering to himself, and he's got this inner monologue, and I think certain players will think about scenarios that have happened previously, and they're quite hard to shake off, and I think that first match would have done a bit of damage. But then you might even think back, oh, I shouldn't even be here. I could have been in Group A. I could have been sat at home watching the darts coming back Saturday.
100.
You have to feel for him. You have to feel for him. Rotten luck on Wednesday. It's continued
93.
here. Thursday night into the early hours of Friday morning.
It's a big old adjustment as well for players because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you start off at 9:30. Everything and all the action is done early on and you finish pretty early as well. You can go off, have a bit of dinner, get an early night and come back the next day. Whereas this is the polar opposite. A whole day that you have to fill. And then 85. You come and start playing your darts at 10 in the evening.
Quite a few of the players were here very early this evening.
And Keegan was one of them.
57.
He was the first.
Keegan, you require 143.
It was only really Tomoyo Goto who was here on time.
57.
The others
David, you
were just
require
in the building
167.
very early.
Yeah, as a general rule, players get here between an hour and a half to 2 hours before. But as you say, Keegan here a fair few hours ahead of schedule.
46. David, you require 67.
Double 8.
Game show on the second leg.
No issues
David
on the
Evans.
outer ring for Evans. 2 to the good in double quick time.
Third leg, Keegan to throw first. Game on.
Keegan was sat there. He was sat on tops, ready to go. But as it is at the moment, been restricted to 0 darts
59.
at a double.
He's averaging almost 97 again. He averaged almost 97 in a defeat against Jamie Owens.
140.
He could turn up tomorrow night, put in the same sort of numbers average-wise and win 4 out of 4.
But look at those numbers from David Evans, who is once again averaging well in excess of 100.
$140.
Already had a 109.5 tonight as Evans. He could
95.
eclipse that. He can maintain these levels. Brown is playing his part. Once again, Keegan down to a finish
100.
after
Keegan
9 darts thrown.
167.
Keegan's average is in excess of 103.5.
45. David,
Dave
you require
has already hit the
121.
1-2-1. Hit that to beat Jamie Owens, 4 legs to 1. Needs the treble 17 to complete the shot.
53. Keegan, you require 122.
18s. Needs the treble.
38. David, you require 68.
Just not cutting the mustard with these checkouts, and Evans looking for 3-0.
52. Keegan, you require 84.
Well, Keegan should get at least a dart at the ball from this position, and it is the ball.
59. David, you require 16.
Evans once again.
Game show on the third leg. David
Nice
Evans.
deflection off the barrel of that opening dart, and it is a
Full flag
3-0
David to
advantage
throw
for
first.
Evans.
Game on.
Looking to bookend his night with whitewash wins.
$61.
Yeah, David Evans, the only player to have managed to get a win to nil.
Third time's a charm.
100. $100.
But there is no let up from Dave Evans.
$99.
Again, steps across.
100.
That'll do.
$132.
Keegan Brown's treble 19 hitting this evening has been very good indeed. We know he's good when it comes to board management. But as good as Keegan Brown's treble 19 has been,
Keegan require 170.
David Evans' treble 20 hitting has been on point.
105.
Evans is
David,
10th
you require
maximum
60.
of the night, and he can wrap it all up here to end the night top of the table.
Game shot and
comprehensive
a match. David
as
Evans.
you like. Keegan Brown has had a real torrid evening, but David Evans has had almost a dream one. Starting his night with a 4-0 win and ending with a 4-0 win as well, with another ton plus average. Our final match of this evening's play is Owens against Goto. Final match of the night is a tungsten tussle between Jamie Owens and Tomoya Goto. Tomoya, 1 win to his name so far. Owens with 2. Owens has been very consistent indeed this evening. Consistently good. His worst performance of the evening so far was a 91 average. The levels have been there. The power scoring has been there. Goto has had to battle. It was a battle in his win over Keegan Brown. David Evans topping the table. Lishman having a solid night
first
as
leg,
well.
Jamie to throw first.
And
Game
with a
on.
win here, Owens will be feeling very satisfied with himself as well, I imagine.
Yeah, and so he should.
140.
Did have that early slip in his first match. Nice say slip. It was a 4-1 loss to the hands of Evans, who averaged just under 109.5. But the key stat in that one. He was 1 from 9 on the doubles, and that's what made a bit of the difference. But then that performance against Keegan Brown, where it's 4 from 4.
57.
Kind of epitomises consistency. As for Goto, arguably a bit more up
69.
and down in terms of the standard produced, but does have a win to his name.
100.
Just not quite been at the level of the leading trio as Goto, and that is very much reflective of
57.
the table. Up until you get to Keegan Brown, whose scoring has been at the level of the leading trio, and yet has nothing to
54.
show for his efforts here this evening, unfortunately for him.
No, I mean, if you look at Keegan Brown, I think that last match just sums up his evening. He's averaged in excess of 95, and he's only been allowed 1 dart at a double.
Another.
90. Tomorrow you require 154.
Options for Goto. We can't trouble the 154. Owens will return for an early hold.
51. Jamie, you require 60.
Shuffle across the oki.
Game show on the first leg.
And
Jamie
that's
Owens.
the reason why Jamie Owens already 1 from 1.
Second leg tomorrow.
1 leg to the good. And
Game
all
on.
is well. We have seen a bit of fight from Goto.
140. $77.
He could well suggest that there potentially could be a bit of a gulf between the top three. However, have you learned nothing from Group A?
60.
It's never over until it's over.
Oh, we've seen
55.
some real Houdini escapes from positions which just looked unassailable at one point, and players managed to get themselves into a qualification position.
96.
Ultimately, the goal is obviously to top the group, but if you can't do that, the main thing is getting through the group.
121.
Getting that opportunity to play in front of a crowd here at the Live Lounge.
Yeah, do
58.
join us here on a Saturday night if you can. Always a fantastic night's entertainment if you can be here with us in person here in Portsmouth.
80. Tomorrow you require
Tickets are
147.
still available for Saturday night finals night.
59.
Owens on a bogey. Goto
134.
looking to level,
Tomorrow you
but
require
the
88.
chips are down. The pressure has been applied despite a peculiar double left by Owens.
Hey, we like a lesser spotted
63.
double 17, which he will get a
Jamie,
crack
you
at.
require 34.
Well, opting to switch, only just finding a single two.
18. Tomorrow you require
wonder if that
25.
First start, which was very high, just knocked him off his rhythm slightly.
Game show on the
Good
second.
find from Goto.
Tomorrow
Held his
Goto.
nerve really well there. Took his time, composed
Third leg,
himself,
Jamie to throw first. Game on.
and reaped the rewards. He's back level.
96.
I think the reaction there from Jamie Owens just tells you what it feels like for a dart player who is sat on a double waiting to go back up to the oche and your opponent hits it last dart in hand.
44.
Well, chance for Goto now, if he can capitalise. Win for Tomoya here would sort of really keep things alive.
180.
Goto may be finding his very best game right at the end of this session.
140.
We have seen it before. When Owens is pressed, he does have gears.
100.
Great last. Brilliant.
171. So more you require. 121.
Absolutely brilliant from Owens. Roaring back in this third leg. Goto misses the big number. Undoing all
74.
of his fantastic early
50.
work in this leg.
And as Owens about to punish.
40.
Cry of Jamie.
So more you
As those
require.
two
47.
Darts go the wrong side of the wire for Jamie Owens. Goto let off.
Well, you expected him to be
Bench
punished,
on
but he
the
hasn't
third
been.
leg. Tomoya Goto.
And he does get his break of throw, does Goto.
Fourth leg, Tomoya to throw first. Game on.
Still a very handy leg, 14 darts.
Yeah, and again, we know Goto has levels average, kind of highest registered average. Obviously, not every average that people get is
59.
recorded, but has hit up to 110 when playing on the Asian Tour. Has played in some of the biggest arenas. Played on at the PDC World Championships
43.
on a couple of occasions. We know he can definitely play, and he's just looking a little bit more assured in his throw, in his action.
41.
Well, what he doesn't want to do is just surrender his throw straight back to Owens.
94. $140. $60.
Travellers from Owens and Goto is reasserting now.
Needs to make the most of the fact that he threw first in this leg.
140.
And he really has. It's back-to-back visits of 140 for Goto. Down to that 1-2-1 finish again after 12 darts.
60. So what you require? 121.
6 minimum from here. No real need to entertain a shot at the bull, so
65.
just chip away. Big reminder from Owens.
So what you require? 56.
Yeah, that ability to chip away is diminishing for Goto. But he's been good on his doubles in this match. 2 from 4. Wow, threw really high. Found tops. It's not a disaster. It's over for double 8.
Just steps across to open up the target.
40.
Why did that not go in?
Jamie, you require 104.
Now then. Tops the target.
84.
Almost. Owens fancied it.
So what you require? 16.
Yeah, I think that felt very good as it left the hand. Just a fraction the wrong side of the wire, as is Goto.
All 4.
8.
Chances missed.
Jamie, you require 20.
Goto shaking his head. Owens
James
punishes.
on the 4 flag. Jamie
Again, it's all very apologetic.
5th flag, Jamie to throw first. Game on.
I get it. It's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction from people that put their hand up and say, oh, yeah, sorry about that. But
140.
it's what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to win those legs.
Yeah, I'm all for respect and sportsmanship and this, that, and the other.
121.
Yeah. Apologies. I'm not so sure.
I didn't know if you were apologising about apologies then.
180.
Well, that's another maximum for Owens.
123.
Yeah, not a bad response from Goto.
Wow. 86.
What can Goto do now? It's his turn to try and just apply that bit of pressure.
59. Jamie
Goes
required
trebleless
95.
and Owens. No real need to entertain 20 ball.
55.
Yeah, tidies it up in the end.
Huge turning point that previous leg, wasn't it? Goto should have been 3-1 up.
60. Jamie, you require 40.
Yeah, now this is for back-to-back legs for Jamie Owens. Perturbed look on the face of Owens because those first couple of attempts, they were wild.
You require 138.
Can't trouble the 138. Owens will return 4 tops for that 3-2 advantage.
122. Jamie, you require 40.
Goto leaves it sweet. I don't think Owens is in any mood to be feeling overly charitable.
20.
And yet.
Tomorrow you require 16.
Well, Goto missed in the previous leg and Owens was there to punish. Goto, he has the chance to do this straight back to find another break.
Game shot on the 5th
he does so.
Tomorrow Goto.
Owens pacing in the background.
Didn't apologise one bit.
Tomorrow to throw first. Game on.
You're happy with that, right?
He's trying to win. He's trying to qualify for Saturday.
I get this. I agree with you.
$134.
He did expect that to go for Owens. He expected it to go.
And in his defence, he was mightily close.
And there is a bit of a case to be made that if Jamie Owens ends tonight with just 2 wins, I think he can feel somewhat hard done by himself.
81.
Absolutely, but it would be good for Goto, who will also find himself on 2 wins. But don't forget, this will be the opening fixture for tomorrow evening, so would make the first few exchanges really interesting indeed.
90.
And Tomoya would have the darts in that contest as well. This match on the Owens throw.
Owens is a real battler.
180. Tomoya require 142.
His second maximum of the match puts him right back in contention.
His 12th of the night. And he will get an attempt at the 140 to potentially save this match.
110. Jamie require
I
140.
get the feeling it might have to go. Goto down to a double after a dozen darts, and the 140 no longer on. Jamie Owens just making sure he finds a big
100.
single 20.
Tomoya, you require 32.
Well, to round off his evening with back-to-back wins and to really force himself back into contention in this Group B, which threatened to be getting away from Tomoya Goto. Owens has put his darts away. He's expecting this to go. A little bit awkward, has to step across. Double 8.
Game
It
shot
has
and
gone.
the match,
And
Tomoya
that's
Goto.
a huge win for Tomoya Goto. The pair exchanged pleasantries, but Goto has fired himself back into contention. Owens ends his night with 2 wins, the same as Tomoya. But it is Evans and Lishman at the top of the table. Scrappy in places, Owens' levels dipped slightly. We'll be analysing what we have seen this evening after the break.
Well, what a cracking night of darts that was here in Group B at the Modus Super Series. David Evans bookending his night with 4-0 wins. Most recently against an out of sorts, in terms of the doubling at least, Keegan Brown. Our final match of the evening was a big old win for Tomoya Goto. Jamie Owens was threatening to steal the show himself, and yet it was Goto that came out on top, and Tommy Lishman in fine fettle as well, missing double 12 for a 9-dart leg against David Owens. Lishman ends with 3 wins out of 4. Table confirms it. It's Evans and Lishman locked together on 6 points apiece. Evans has it with a really healthy leg difference advantage. Owens and now, of course, Goto both on 4 points. And you would have to say Keegan Brown probably has to run through the card tomorrow night. Welcome back to the studio. Joining Laura Turner and myself is the man of the moment, Tommy Lishman. Solid night at the office, I would say.
Yeah, very much so. I didn't think I'd played very well, but I've looked at the stats since, and it was a better night than I thought. I had 1 iffy game, but I've had 3 good games, really.
Yeah, from our point of view, it was a bit of a slow start, considering the levels you've been hitting so far this year. But once you got that first game out of the way, it was where you sort of expect to be, I guess.
Yeah, I maybe put a little bit too much pressure on myself. I sort of know what I'm doing, and yeah, I maybe expect to do better. I expect to come in and play really well. And that first game, I don't even think the first game was real bad. It was just 1 leg. We both went to double 1 and we both missed a few, and it was a bit of a nip and tuck thing. It wasn't very nice, but yeah, 3 out of 4. I'd have took 3 out of 4 before the night started, 100%.
Absolutely. Laura, how would you assess Tommy's evening?
Yeah, exactly as he was describing. I think overall, it was very consistent, some real highs. There were a couple of lows, and I think, the match you were describing against Keegan Brown, I think Keegan actually had 14 match darts in that particular one over the back 2 legs that you managed to survive past. But you talk about some of the kind of pressure that you put on yourself. I mean, we were talking about it in commentary. You came in as favourite on Monday, you're favourite for the group. Does that make any impact or make any difference to you when you come here?
It does, yeah. I'm not that person. I don't like being the favourite. Last time I come here in Group C, I was maybe not favourite for the week, but favourite for the group, certainly. And I came 4th. I didn't play very well. I didn't like it. I don't know why I would be favourite to win the week. I know I'm doing well, but I've not done that well here.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of players like to be the underdog, but ultimately you are in a very good spot at the moment.
Yeah, very much so.
And I guess that comes with how your game is developing and progressing. That's a tag you may well have to get used to if you're going to continue these levels of form on the Challenge Tour, on the Pro Tour. But like you say, you've not quite done it here yet, but what you have done here before is hit a 9-darter against David Evans, and you came mightily close to doing it again tonight.
I don't know about close, it was miles. we had a little bit of a joke in the back room. I'd sort of said to him, I can't wait to hit a 9 against you again, and I get on with Dave really well. We'd had a bit back and forth, and all of a sudden it was on, and it was still on, and then it was miles away. I can't believe how far away it was.
You looked so composed right up until that effort for the double, and then it just went completely awry and went completely wrong.
Yeah, it's an absolutely tragic effort, to be fair. I've just said to him in the back room, I'll do one tomorrow, pal, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we've got expectations now, haven't we? Is there something about Dave Evans that just brings out the best in you? Because it was, as you mentioned before, Dave, that you hit the 9 against when you were here previously.
Yeah, I like playing Dave. Dave's absolutely class, and I always feel like Dave plays really well against me. So he puts me under it to play well against him, and like I say, the 9 last time was huge. It kind of started everything off, really. That was what got my name out there. I got management and everything sort of from that week. So to come back and nearly do it again against him, I would have absolutely loved it.
I bet we would have loved it as well. But, Laura, speaking of Dave Evans, he's been in fine fettle tonight himself. 2 ton plus averages, piling in the maximums. He has matched Tommy with just that sole defeat.
Yeah, really solid performances. Obviously, just couldn't get past Tommy in the end. But yeah, around that match, yeah, just 109.5 again. Like I say, just over 100 in another match. But It's just been a really solid performance right from the very off as well, because even in that first match, he bookended today, 4-0 win to start with, 4-0 win towards the tail end as well, which is why he's got such a healthy legs difference.
Yeah, 2 weekly wins he's achieved here before, and yet he was one of the outsiders, 5-1. It was only Tomoya Goto who was a bigger price at the start of tonight than Dave Evans. I think that spurred him on a little bit.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me, because obviously there are players that can go under the radar, and they want to look at that and think, well, hang on, I've done this here, not just once, but I've done it twice. So they kind of want a little bit more, demanding a little bit more maybe respect from the bookmakers when it comes to the odds. But ultimately, yeah, it's the darts that need to do the talking, and today Dave's did.
And another player that was piling in the maximums tonight as well was Jamie Owens. You referenced it in that final match of the night, Laura. Can he feel a little bit aggrieved in that he's only got 2 wins to show for his efforts?
Right, we described Jamie tonight as being one of the most consistent players, in throughout the evening. He went 4 from 4 in one of his matches when it came to finishing. He was solid. And then Goto, in comparison, was very up and down, and both of them are leaving on 4 points. And I think, out of the 2 of them, Goto will be happy leaving with 4 points, and Jamie will be disappointed.
Absolutely. Tommy, just on your year so far, you've been flying from the moment the Challenge Tour started, and how are you enjoying that experience? And of course, we always make the point, outside of the top 16, top 32, being where you are at the moment is arguably one of the best places to be in darts. You're going to get every call up to the Pro Tour, and yet you can still play here and do pretty much whatever you want. Yeah,
it's been absolutely amazing. I went to Q school with sort of confidence on the floor, and I wasn't playing well, and I got away with the really wasn't very good. And I went to the Challenge Tour with confidence on the floor, and I wasn't looking forward to it. I was just in a sort of a bad mindset, really. And then I won the first event, and it's kind of opened everything. And I am in that spot now where I'm right up near the top of the Challenge Tour. I get to do the Pro Tours, I get to come here. It's great. Like, the Pro Tours are free hits, and I'm doing all right.
Yeah. I mean, you're selling yourself short. You're doing more than all right. Of course, you were at the Pro Tour earlier this week whilst Group A was going on. But given what you're achieving this year, you referenced that you haven't quite done it here yet, but you've come mightily close, 3 semi-finals of a week before. Is this the best chance or the best you felt coming into a week?
I think so, yeah. I've said that a few times. I seem to come here and I'm always on a bit of a downer. Like, the last time I come here was off the back of a Challenge Tour. I was hoping for a Pro Tour invite. We'd booked to go to Germany. I come here. I sort of had one eye on that rather than this, and it didn't go to plan. This time I've come here and I'm on form. I'm playing well. It's the best chance I'll ever have, I think.
And happy with how tonight's gone, and the mindset going in tomorrow is, what, more of the same?
Yeah, it is. Let's say I didn't think I played very well, but that's maybe selling myself short again. I didn't think I played well, but then when I've looked at the stats, I actually played quite well in probably every game bar one leg against Keegan. I mean, I lost to Jamie at the end, but it wasn't bad. Jamie was just very good. 3 wins out of 4 and not playing well, apparently. I mean, you'd certainly take that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's an all-round good performance. But if this is Tommy saying he's not playing well, then we've already got expectations of a 9-darter tomorrow. So, we're not asking for much, right?
No, not at all. No, just nail that double next time, and everyone can go home happy.
Yeah. As long as it's closer than that one was, it'll be all right, won't it?
Yeah, but plenty more water to come under the bridge, not least in Group C tomorrow afternoon, Laura. Things are pretty well placed, given Roman, and what a debut day for Jake Neal.
Yeah, Jake was outstanding. He was kind of the story of Group C, because we didn't really know what to expect from him. Debutant, a real young, up-and-coming player, but 4 out of 5. He had a really solid day, and his 180 hitting was amazing as well. But Brian just ahead by 1 leg difference at the top of the table. But it is all still quite compact, and obviously, I've got a bit of interest in how 4th place Aaron Turner gets on as well.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But given what we saw earlier this week with Group A, you can never discount one of the chasing pack to maybe leapfrog one of the top 2. It really is well placed.
As long as you're still in with a shout statistically, then you can still do it. Sometimes you are then relying on favours from other people to beat someone that's ahead of you. You don't want to be in that position, but ultimately if you are, there is still hope. So ultimately for everyone that's going back in there tomorrow, it's all about, I think, the chasing pack. They're going to need to run through the card, because what we've seen from Jake and what we've seen from Brian was very good indeed today.
Laura, thank you. See you again tomorrow. Well done on tonight. More of the same tomorrow. Just
a bit closer on the double toe, I reckon, yeah.
we don't want much. Right, plenty more coming up before we are back live tomorrow afternoon. After the break, it's a Break of Throat episode featuring the 9 Dart Heroes. Look, there's Tommy Lishman. He almost hit his second tonight. And of course, we are back live 1 o'clock, your all-important start time for the culmination of Group C. 10 p.m. once again for Group B. Saturday night finals night, 7:30 p.m. start time, and next week is stellar to say the least. 9:30 Monday morning, it all gets underway. That is all we've got time for this evening. Thank you very much for your company. Goodbye for now.
The new Modus Super Series champion.
Oh my word! It's another incredible moment tonight.
Jeff Smith.
It's match start.
5-star performance.
Ball for big fish.
It's